stage, and both those runners are just getting their final races going. So just wish them luck as they start right now. And we are back into the star station with that blue color, and just nobody is here to hurt us so far. I like star station. It's just a good warm-up. The runners can get their arm pumping ready, their execution spot on, so they are just all warmed up when they get into the real deal just in a moment.
Exactly. I like the setup and the synchronicity that's happening right now. It looks really good.
Yeah, they are both intentionally taking damage, so the game just moves on and really leaves us alone. But yeah, it is very synced up. You just have to leave the station in the same amount of time, which is not trivial. That escape can troll you quite a bit with the steam jets, and just like the movement with the vibrating screen, sometimes it can get a little bit tricky.
The synchronization right now is just really uncanny still.
Yeah.
Good grief. This is insane. And they took the same route. Oh no, spoke too soon.
Oh.
Commentator curse.
Nope. Yeah, Jackson just failed that one last jump, so Traviktox take the lead by 2 seconds, just confirming that we actually have 2 different feed and not just one duplicated. But yeah, it's not over yet, you know.
If that was the rest of the game, that'd be. These would be short runs, man. If it was just Series Station and game over, go home, everybody.
Best of 15, Service Station. Let's go.
That needs to be its own category at some point. We need to see Series Station, any percent running. That'd be great.
All right, so we are onto Zebus planet once again, and Samus is going to have to hunt down 4 bosses before killing Mother Brain. And in order to do that, just grab a bunch load of items so they can open doors, crawl through small spaces, just kill everyone pretty much, and be done. So first in the list is the Morphing Ball and the Missile Pack.
Jackson doing a fantastically clean moonfall there, gaining all that lost time he had with Traviktox right back. That was impressive. Getting 1 pit, Traviktox getting none. Very nice, very nice.
Yeah, that room is way trickier than it looks. Just having those clean little jumps between the gaps is harder than it looks. And they're both doing great so far, getting that first item right now. Oh, Traviktox doing the down grab method here, gaining a little bit of time, and Jackson just barely missing the pack as they tried to turn around, so they had like a faster movement out of the room.
I feel like that turnaround is one of the hardest things to get in the game, especially when you're trying to go fast and you just want to get that item and get out in the next room, and you just never. I've missed the item like 3 single times in a row just trying to get it and get out.
I bet that happened to a lot of people actually, because you get like so many things to think about in that speedrun that it's pretty easy to just try to go a little bit too fast sometimes.
Especially in bomb, I would imagine the bombs pickup room is the worst because the potential glitch if you're on PAL. So everyone must run in and see if they can beat the door from closing. I'm sure that causes it all over.
Okay, same method here to get out of the pit using the wall jumps. The other common method is to do ledge grabs and platforms. Both of them are fine, it just depends on what the runner is most comfortable with, but Traviktox taking a little bit of an edge here. They both have full HP, which is nice. You totally want to get into that fight with old 99 HP. Bomb Torizo fight. First boss, nothing too difficult if you can get the drops in place. The idea is to destroy those tiny balls and just get half the missiles, so you get enough drops to get the boss down fast enough. Jackson sadly took some hits and had only health as drops on the second thing he broke, which is not that great. And it's losing a little bit more time. Bomb Torizo is dead, so they will try to catch up. As now, just the map clearly opened a lot. We have missiles, we have the morphing ball and the bomb, so we can go pretty much anywhere that doesn't require super missiles. First E-Tank for Traviktox in that Terminator room. E-Tanks are pretty nice, first because they give you more health, so you can take more damage and just run through enemies and be little bit more less careful with HP. But also you definitely need 3 E-Tanks to beat the game anyway, so the runners will take 3. Usually the runners do take 4 in those races, just because it's a bit safer, and beating the game with only like the 3 tanks is crazy hard, especially with the route the runners are going to take today.
And if memory serves, they're just gonna have that amount of health just going in when they go to up the red tower and into Fantoon.
Yep.
And I think, actually no, I think Jackson's going to have the 3 E-Tanks and Traviktox might just rock the 2. We'll have to kind of see what he ends up deciding here.
Yeah, they paid close attention on the room with the pirates, just not to take any hits, so they have as much HP as possible, entering red tower and going up to wreck ship. Because like every single HP is going to count, especially when you start the boss fight against Fantoon.
Right, every single bit will definitely count, and while dodging is a big part of getting past Fantoon, sometimes it just comes down to just tanking what you can and just going for broke and just taking him down as fast as you can. Also at J Feigl, which route would that be? That'd be new route.
So yeah, both runners are going to take the newest and fastest route available to them, which is killing Fantoon, and then going down to Lower Norfolk, killing Ridley, and visiting Kraid just very late. So that means you take way more damage, you have less HP for Fantoon, but you do way less backtracking into Upper Norfolk first, and you don't take the plasma beam later. So all that combined saves about 2 minutes compared to old route.
Yes. Jackson getting in really good bounce there, getting down. Not getting quite the D boost, but still opening up the gate, which is a pretty good feat in and of itself. Does save a good amount of time when you can get that entire room pretty smoothly. And Traviktox taking a quick pick there. Was not expecting that from Traviktox in the slightest.
Yeah, they got a very fast and clean red tower. Overall, so far, Traviktox having a fantastic execution, grabbing his first power bomb packs. And Jackson going up red tower. Oh, he missed the charge shot, sadly. So has to deal with the Reapers that are a bit desynced, but does it perfectly. Oh, and same pit as Traviktox. Jackson getting nailed at by the whatever that is. And up towards wreck ship. So probably the scariest part of the new route. If you've seen that run in like attempts from any runner, you know that a lot of runs die here. You also know that in a race, it's probably where players are going to be the most cautious, but you do not have too much room to work with anyway. So Traviktox not even attempting the CWJ.
Yeah, to add on to that, he has no room to... Oh, he gets down into the tank. Oh no. Losing that precious time versus Jackson. You can see his splish just turned red because of that too. So a little bit behind. Ooh, another pitfall from us. So a little bit behind. Jackson definitely going to capitalize on some of that extra time there. And again, to supplement what you said, it's there is no almost no margin of error room for facing Fat Toon at all. So you can only take maybe 1 or 2 hits and then you're about toast.
Yeah, you do not have Varya there, which is pretty useful because it halves the damage you take. So, and obviously you don't have speed boosters, so there is no like ocean fly, and passing the moat is a nightmare. But Jackson having no issue whatsoever with that room. Is just like right behind Traviktox now. No safety save, obviously, from either of those runners. Just like going for it.
That and the entire wrecked ship is turned off, so they can't save, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, you cannot save. They could have saved like right after the power bombs, but it's
right.
far behind. So it's 11 minutes into the run, it's just like go big or go home, right?
Go big or go home, indeed.
Nice Dopplers. His face for Traviktox.
Pretty good from Traviktox there. Ooh, getting another... Oh no! Death from Travik.
Oh, 37 HP and got hit by Fantoon. Wow. That hurts. 26 HP from Jackson.
And no safety save going back to Sirius. So Jackson with a pretty solid lead if he does not die here.
Oh, going back to Sirius? He just wants to again.
Jackson dies. Back to Sirius as he goes.
Well, there's an autosave right when you land at Zebes, so Jackson like doesn't reset his console and just goes like forward a minute into lead with a minute lead compared to Traviktox. All right.
I'm kind of surprised. Now this is going to be back to, or excuse me, this is going to be interesting to most of the viewers who don't know. It looks like Traviktox did a full hard reset.
Yeah.
Rather than go back to his save, and just did from a clean file, which is interesting.
I mean, he probably just wants to get an entire run going. Like, if he gets a good second run, like, he'd rather have Sirius Station there, I guess. Or did just do that by muscle memory, just going like, okay, I died, I reset, I restart from the beginning. You never know. Traviktox is grinding a lot lately. Got like a couple of very good PBs. He's very, very close to the 44 now. He's at a very low 45 PB. So, like, bad habits die hard, I guess. Yeah, Traviktox just confirms in chat. Going for PB, he considers himself out of the tourney, which is probably right. Yeah, I mean, Elminster and Two Cats in the same group are probably going to advance to the next stage. So it's just about having fun right now. And they both died, so it's just a good setup for a good race, actually.
Oh, does Jackson not have audio? Oh, I did not know this. I don't know why Jackson's stream doesn't have audio. Whoops.
So yeah, if you just tuning in, they both died to Fantoon going for a new route. Traviktox did reset from the beginning, and Jackson just used his save and went at the start of the when you land on Brinstar. So, well, on Criterion, right before getting to Brinstar. So. Traviktox is about a minute and a half behind right now. Just having to grab his own morphing ball and get his missiles and get going. Jackson is making his way once again towards Bomb Torizo. This time has 99 HP, so it should go better the second time.
I can't even fathom how this lead, like my brain is still having to process how in the world this lead switch came to be.
Yeah, Traviktox entered the moat like about 45 seconds ahead and had trouble into the moat, died first on Fantoon, like maybe 10 seconds before Jackson did die, and he's now somehow just getting his missiles as Jackson is fighting Bomb Torizo. The timers are wrong. Well, the timers are doing just fine.
The timers are basically just there for the entirety of the race, not necessarily for the runners segment. At time, and yes, I get that was a joke.
All right, let's go. Jackson in the lead, getting out of the Alcatraz here. And just so far, the execution is actually pretty clean from both runners. If they didn't die on Fantoon, like that, both runners are doing very, very good. So let's just hope it goes better the second try. Jackson taking a little bit too much damage on those pirates there. I'm not sure, because usually if you go new route, you want to be full health living here. That's why he's farming there, but that takes a lot of time, so killing the Kago. Okay, here we go. 5 missiles, 189 HP, just fully loaded, entering Green Brinstar.
Fully loaded and ready for bear. Copy that, 1-2. Keep up the fire.
Alright, very nice mug ball room here. One of those things we all take for granted, but which is actually not that easy to perform. The mug ball trick is actually takes a lot of time to practice and perform like consistently. Just you have to morph exactly at the moment you land, being full speed and still pressing the jump button, so you keep your speed while being into ball form, which is used all the time during the run. You can see that a lot. You even see sometimes the blue suits into the ball form, which is pretty nice also. Very useful in lower Norther. And yeah, in the big pink here we enter in mud ball. Just very nice execution from Jackson. Picking his missiles here at 18 minutes and 44 seconds, meaning they only lost 11 minutes in that death. So tell me, if you were racing, how do you feel like going into wreck ship a second time, knowing that you've died once?
I would probably be going back in with the fiery determination. Like, I'd be really ticked off at the ghost, so I'd be going in with guns blazing at that point. Especially, I'd be more seriously taking my shots a little bit more carefully. Definitely watching closer attention to my movements and shot placement as well, so making sure that I kill enemies, take it maybe a little bit slower just to be on the safe side, but still going guns blazing.
Okay, so that would not like slow you down Or oh wow, that alert is fantastic. So please host Jackson D77, and also of course follow the runners all the time if you like what you see. Oh, Jackson missed that first shot, so just climbed the red tower, shot at the block, and he's climbing again, but did not get the shot to connect. So he's taking a lot of damage here. And those Reapers being desynced are giving him a tough time, but he makes it. And that room is way harder with without the wave beam and the high jump the runners are doing all round you usually have.
Jackson, it's all good, buddy.
Oh, no problem. I actually enjoy the occasional alerts. It's not a big deal. Just keep going, keep on going. You are leading so far, so keep on the good work.
And for those who may not be aware, of those who are not running in the tournament or stream much to Speed Gaming, that is actually a requirement, is to turn off all notifications before streaming, just as a clarification. So you literally have to make sure all your stuff is off before going in. Traviktox with a very clean red tower.
Yeah, second time around. Perfect.
Making a fantastic... Look at this. Traviktox nearly a large portion of time behind, making it nearly all back up and then some. Coming back to high five at Jackson. That's a pretty... You can see why Traviktox is considered one of the greater runners of SM for sure. That recovery.
Yeah. He is like just going full speed, almost catching up with Jackson, which is going who is going to have a hard time here because he has only 82 HP. What do you do? Where do you farm there? Yeah, too big a health drop. That's a good start. Once again, get to the moat. Before the stream, Jackson told us that he thinks the bomb jumps are harder than the CWJ. What's your take on that?
Oh, they're both equally hard. Depends on which ones you're more practiced in. Like you can see Traviktox and Jackson now the same parts, and you can see that Traviktox opts to go for the bomb strat, and it's a lot more precise to kick off. It's not as instantaneous. You just have to plot it out a lot more efficiently. Whereas with the corner wall jump, it's pretty instantaneous. You just go for broke, go back again, try it again if you miss it. Yeah, HPGA is easier to harder to learn. Yeah, I'll go with Elm on that. It's just a lot harder to try and go for, and so sometimes some people just feel more comfortable going for the corner wall jumps instead, simply because you can attempt them faster. You don't have to set it up. It's just you go for broke, get your setup started, and then just push through.
So Jackson is getting his lead. Almost reduced to nothing. Traviktox is not joking around here, just going full speed. And not going for the blue ball here, just... Oh, they don't have speed booster. I just always...
Exactly.
Like, new route and old route, different strats. And, like, I cannot fathom how hard it is to just go as an old route runner to go learn new route. You have to relearn everything. Good start for Traviktox. I'm a bit concerned with Jackson HP.
It's a bit low, like I said. They can only take a maximum of about 2 hits. Ooh, got one. He's only got 1 hit left in him. Ooh, wow. Jackson with the quick kill. That timing was beautiful.
Those Dopplers were fantastic.
That's right. Jackson knows how to do 1 round fast left. That was... Someone needs to clip that. That was beautiful.
get a lot of their health and resources back from the drops, and just will make their way towards Gravy's suit, because obviously that item is far of the way. They just want to go back and go to Lower Norther, but it's just like mandatory.
I can't believe that Fantoon was the decider of that nearly catching up for Traviktox. That was harsh. I'm sure Traviktox can make that time way back up. His movement has been incredible. So now both runners are going to go ahead and go for their well-deserved gravity suits and an extra super pack, and then make their way down to Meridian, if I'm not mistaken.
Norther first.
Excuse me, Norther. Thank you.
Like, Dragon now would be kind of tough without the speed booster and everything you want to get from, and without the high jump also. Mardia without high jump nor speed booster is quite difficult, maybe impossible. I don't know. Without the ice beam also. Yeah, they have literally nothing actually right now. Like they just got like the bombs, couple of missile pack, supers, power bombs, and that's it. And they still want like a lot of stuff to be able to beat that game. So they will just work towards that right now. Traviktox keeping an eye on his resources as he's cleaning the attic.
Yeah, a little bit low on missiles, but everything else is pretty nominal. Jackson. Oh, he's good. Oof.
Wow, those hurt.
A little close.
Like, usually, well, casually you'd want to have a grappling hook here or a ton of HP. In old rounds, you have a ton of HP when you get there, and you have the Voya suit, so you don't take as much damage. But here, like, the spikes hurt like a truck. So, 41 HP for Jackson, 69 HP for Traviktox. Thankfully, there's an E-tank coming soon, and nothing is too scary until there, so they should be fine. Plus, they will have their fantastic gravity suits. They will look great and purpley, and they will take half as much damage from no on, which is pretty useful.
So I guess you could say it's just a really grape suit.
Alright, very nice damage boost of that Reaper from Jackson. Suddenly bonked just after that on the next platform.
At least Elm can appreciate the punnage.
Everybody's laughing, but quietly.
Yeah, going bowling in the middle of a run, it's like one of the funnest things to do when you're ready to go become a grape. Does that make Samus a literal fruit then?
It's probably the most dangerous fruit for everything that's trying to eat them. Just like killing everything. Jackson was only like 35 HP going for all those damage boosts, but it's getting a little bit tense.
Yeah, with Various suit back on, they're not going to be able to take a whole bunch of damage. As you can see, it only took 4 HP on one of those spikes, so his damage is pretty much reduced to nearly nothing already.
Good movement from both runners, getting down the red tower here. They will need to grab Spacer, so get hyped for the best beam in the game that you usually don't see because it's so great. New old drought runners don't get it yet. But since you don't get the plasma beam, it just makes sense to have the Spacer. Plus, we are hitting towards Ridley, and every bit helps, like, to be able to kill them.
Yeah, especially when your damage output is a lot less without having plasma, as well as you don't get those through enemy shots. It's quite handy to have the wider beam and slightly increased in damage. Besides, if you get Wave Beam, you get an identical palette that matches your Grape suit, so you can have Grape Beam and Grape suit.
It's all planned for cosmetics. It's perfect.
Actually, it's not even cosmetics. It's Samus going for her impression of Fruit of the Loom. So, yeah, I'm pretty good. Who wants to be in a clothes ad? Samus Aran does. The best grape around.
Oh, Jackson, a little bit of damage. Oh, and they're both going towards Kraid, actually. So this is the interesting Fentoon Kraid Ridley Dragon route. It's just slightly slower than your route because the main difference here is that you do not have a speed booster for those set of rooms, which make them a little bit faster. But actually having the Vario suit for Lower Norther is going to make it way more comfortable for both of them. So I'm pretty hyped to see both runners do that round that actually very few runners do. I know that Kip ran it for the group stage, but said that he was going to go for the RKD route later on in the tournament. And both runners getting the fast crit kill.
And getting a pretty synchronized door transition too. Very nice. Also, if that was an actual option, I was the one who instructed them to do PKRD, so shoutouts to Palmy for instructing the runners to take a slightly slower route.
Nice.
Whoops. That's right, no prom for Kraid. Kraid doesn't get to stand up and get taken to prom.
Poor Kraid. But now, just the runners have to, like, they will confidently make their way towards Lower Norther, having full suits, which just will make it way better for Samus. They're going to be healthy with the Cred E tank.
Oh, that's good. I expected a PRKD versus a PKRD, to be quite honest. Yeah, I kinda... That was again to Palmy's instruction to Traviktox, because he asked, literally, quote, Jackson, we go Ridley or Kraid first, and I was like, lol, PKRD, so Kraid. So, that was Palmy's bad. I don't know if I want to put them through torture, but, oops.
That's reverse commentary curse. It's when you actually ask the runners to do something specific before getting to the race.
Does that make it runner's curse or commentary's curse?
I don't know. Good question though. Jackson and Traviktox getting that third E-tank and getting the high jump finally, which is going to make everything so much easier.
Yeah, I think Traviktox and Jackson both are kind of, I guess they're kind of happy with this go about too, as it's going to be a little bit nicer to get through stuff, especially with having various suit. A real cutie, yes, I agree.
And they will get the Ice Beam way earlier than Old Round also, just because, once again, getting to Ridley, you just want everything you can to kill the boss. So here we go, Traviktox in the lead by just barely a fanfare, actually. Wow, very fast setup for that Mug Ball from Jackson. Getting barely under those doors and...
it was very tight.
Yeah.
I like the emphasis on being able to at Elminster. Yes.
Alright, upcoming Bubble Mountain. Dreaded room pretty hard to get correctly, and the Keck attack at the top is just there to troll you if you manage to do it. Okay, Traviktox using the ice beam to climb up. And Jackson is going to do the same.
Ooh.
Wow,
Almost
barely
getting that
made
damage.
it.
That was just barely there. I can't believe Traviktox pulled off this lead too. Even his health, though a little bit lower, is still just really good for his speed. Adam Chabo, yes, I also love the ice setup for the Bubble Mountain too. It's just very handy.
Yeah, that's one more good reason for new runners getting into the game, if you want to pick it up, to get like Ice Beam early into old routes, which will not slow you too much and will get the Red Tower and Bubble Mountain way easier for you. So, like, if you are interested in the game, it's a fantastic game to speedrun. So, and there are many routes and many options to make it as hard or easy as you want.
As well as there being item randomizers in different categories. You should totally check it out. Make sure you follow the runners, follow Biggest Gaming, and follow all the people. Had to throw that in there. Also...
Well, just like clip that and make a good commercial out of it.
With funny palmy voices. Gotta love it. Ooh, good recovery there from Traviktox, getting pretty great speed on there to give his wave beam. Very nice.
Oh, Jackson falling down there, having to climb back up.
You know, there are some days I would just wish those speed echoes would open up the gates. That'd be really handy.
That would be convenient, yeah. Would they open like every single type of gates or just like the blue gates?
Just the blue gates. Super ones would have something different about them, but for blue gates that'd be kind of handy.
And we are making our way towards Lower Norfair now, having gravity suits and speed booster and all the beams except plasma beam. We just can get there. Only 3 E-tanks though, it's not too much. Oh, and Traviktox almost getting that lava spark. Initiating a gravity jump.
Good recovery gravity jump. Also be right back.
And Jackson just a few seconds behind, entering the lava room, initiating his own lava spark. Oh, a bit short on his steps. We'll have to... sadly, you don't have space jump yet on that round. You don't even take space jump at all, so he has to get that gravity jump. And Traviktox is not slowing down, getting to another interesting fast charge here through the pillars, opening the doors with a preemptive shot. Very nice. Getting into the worst room in the game. Ending your first power bomb, being able to go through those golden parents. And just like, those are very difficult jumps and it makes it look so easy. Very nicely done. Interesting, I didn't know like the getting space jump was an option in Moridia, depending whether or not you had the suit on, the blue suit after the kill. Traviktox using his ecos to kill the Kai Hunter here just to reduce lag, and looking a nice way there into Lower Norfair. Down close to Ridley, they have like all the resources they want, so no reason to slow down. And Jackson, like fast charging for the pillars, like from way behind, getting it, and we'll just go through a nice shine spot.
Wow, Traviktox really gained some ground there. Goodness, getting a good shine spark into that guy there. Nicely done by Traviktox.
Yeah, the boss died, 372 HP, entering Ridley, 10 supers. They don't have to farm for anything. It's crazy. Still getting to full health though, just to be sure.
Good movement there by Jackson, getting up through that worst room there. Nice X Factor strat to start off. Very nice from Travik there. Nailing almost another, it looked like. Another. Look at these X Factors.
Wow, it was all very good. Got like 3 in. He's going to equip all his beams, so he cannot do X Factors anymore, but he can hammer through shots. So with only those equipped, you have 60 shots needed to kill Ridley.
Jackson's health is real scary right now. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt, but that was a very breathless room.
Nice. Oh, he's not safe though, because the Kayan hurt in the upcoming room there. While Traviktox is still beating Ridley up, not slowing down for anything. So yeah, Jackson is going to take it very carefully there, dodging the Kayan slowly but surely. Wow, whoa.
Safety save for sure. Oh my gosh, Jackson. Whew.
I don't know if that suit combination, if that would have killed them, but definitely
it would have.
Yeah?
Yeah, that would have definitely killed him. They take a pretty healthy chunk of damage and he wouldn't have survived it.
And Ridley is done for Traviktox. Only 189 HP plus the drops, so they will get the Ridley tank there. Which is not too surprising. Usually you take that one in the new route and you don't have the Kraid E-tank at that point, because usually you would not have killed Kraid. But they did, so they only have Dragon to go for now. And Jackson is in a Mexican standoff against those pirates and will leave and start it all over again.
Can only take one hit. Ooh, nice. Getting some of that recovery health.
Oh wow, it did not grab those, just went for it.
Getting some surprising amount of health back, that's kind of nice.
Yeah, maybe that's why he didn't grab the health, so he was sure to be health bombed by the pirates, and they died.
Good strat there.
Scary one though. If he had missed that shot, so running through the pirate, he would have died. Yeah, that's the kind of calls that show good experience with the game. It's oh, Traviktox getting beat up by those Kai Hunter. But yeah, Jackson making good calls for the race, just making sure he can he has all the chances he can to keep on going.
Traviktox just really pulling out all the stops, just not even taking much care for his health, just straight going for it. Nice dodge 1, nice dodge 2, nice dodge 3 from Traviktox. Very, very nice.
Wow, that was super fast. When the when you enter from, and the third Kai Hunter did not have time to turn back. It's crazy. And Jackson starts his own fight against Ridley. Not doing any X Factor strat, just trying to get as many shots as he can. It is a tough one. It is a long fight and really takes a lot of health each time it touches you. And you have to know exactly how to manipulate them and know exactly where they are in the room, which can be quite tough.
Octing to pump him full of missiles. Still has 10 supers, so if he wants to get him down to red, he's got a good chunk of supers to help get him there. Ooh, does not have a whole lot of hits left in him. Needs to be really careful.
Alright, did not switch to supers here, which I would have expected. 10 supers are a third of Ridley's health, which is actually a big amount. He's not taking too many hits, which is pretty good. It's just going alright.
I hope that wasn't commentator's curse.
Yeah, I thought about it exactly as I was saying it, because it took like...
Oh boy!
Oh
boy! Oh, he's good. Oh, leaving you a little leaving us breathless, Jackson. Good grief.
Yeah, I had like 250 HP, and as I was saying, that was just doing great. It took like 200 HP down his health. Okay, good. He can leave now. We'll have 499 HP to make his way back to Moradia, while Traviktox is already at bot 1, having equipped only the wave beam, so he can land an X Factor at the start of the fight.
Oh, missing one particle.
Okay.
Ooh, missing that last super, not necessarily needing it though. Getting it back, nice.
Alright. Oh, Traviktox taking that 50
energy tank. That's interesting. That's not something I've seen. I guess he's just going for a slightly safer strat, maybe not feeling as confident per se, or just trying to have that extra health to wager. I don't know.
All they have left to do is kill Dragon, so it's... well, and Mother Brain, obviously, so...
Full Happy!
Well, probably the hardest Shine Spark in the speedrun. Overall, very, very good execution from Traviktox.
Just always good from Traviktox. I swear that a man's almost a legend in his right mind. Getting followed by that Key Hunter, taking nearly half of his health with him.
Yep, Jackson just has like the 3 Musketeers room. That could like deal a good amount of damage, but they should be safe-ish. Just 216 health.
He would have one hit to spare.
Oh, very nice kill from Traviktox. Getting the bomb jumps to get out of the room, keeping the blue suit to go the other way.
Oh no!
Oh, and Jackson.
Ripperonis from Jackson with a dot quit and forfeit from the race. Oh, poor Jackson. I'm really sorry, buddy. That's a bummer.
Damn, those guys, those Sky Hunter don't joke around.
It's a punishing game, especially when you're running on low. It is a punishing game. At Jackson, Holmes 77, we are still proud of you. Yeah, sometimes D-padding is just, it's tough, man. It's totally alright. Loved your runs, though. You had some really fantastic moments there. I'm sure co-commentator Twin here has much to say about it as well. I personally love it. It makes this game impossible. It sure does, man. GG, man.
It's like the execution just required to go through the rooms is insane, but you also have like to deal with the enemies and all the health and the resource management, and that just makes like a pretty impossible thing to pull off. Like anyone who is able to beat that game in under like an hour is a genius. It's very, very hard, and that's why like I'm always like amazed on how many runners are joining those tournaments and ready to race and actually offer a pretty good show all the time. So yeah, congrats, Jackson. That was pretty unlucky. And you gave like Traviktox a good run for his money there, being ahead of him for a good while. Just barely, like he passed you on lower Norfair, but you were right on his tail for a long time. And yeah, the group you had: Two Cats, Elminster, Traviktox, Jackson, Metadog. That was like a tough one to get into. Only two make it past group stage to advance into bracket stage, and yeah, that was a bad draw, I'd say.
I wouldn't even say if it's a bad route. I'd say it's I would say sometimes it's hard. At Traviktox, if I were to kind of guesstimate, you took your death in at roughly, what was it, about 13-ish minutes in, so about 13-ish minutes.
Yeah, I'd say 13 and a half. I'm not sure. No, maybe 13 on the dot. Hard to tell. I don't remember too much. I know that Jackson lost 11 minutes to its death, but started at on Zebus instead of restarting from Cirrus. So
right.
And just all the math you have to do during G4, and Traviktox is on his way towards Torian. Just a very small arena, a couple of rooms. You have to kill all those Metroid, and it's very technical to get all the shots, freezing first the enemies and then getting missiles to kill them. Like, you have a lot of inputs to go through just to select the weapon you need and then to cancel the weapons.
Exactly. Oh, Traviktox doesn't have a whole lot of health to play with here. He needs to be kind of careful at that moment. If the game decides to be really funny with this health he has. Yeah, okay, he's back up to somewhat nominal health then. It was literally scary for a brief second there.
They still need a lot of supers, so I hope they will have good drops here, grouping Metroids. But you need a lot of resources to be able to defeat the first phase of Mother Brain. You need like...
Oh wow! Well, magical
nice.
Drops!
Yeah, perfect!
20 and 9! Hey, not bad.
Good. So you'd want to be at like 15 and 10, 20 and 9 works. Even
convenient game is convenient, holy cow.
Yeah. And one of the most famous skips probably in Super Metroid, trying to dodge the baby Metroid as it's trying to catch you on your way towards Mother Brain. Trick is dodging around, but also making way, clearing the garbage that's blocking you off. And an extra jump just to set up, and Traviktox is through. Very nice. They barely have enough health to beat Mother Brain though, so they will recharge.
He's got 2 extra E-tanks, so he is well more than equipped to take on this fight strong.
Yeah, now that it's full on, it's okay. But 334 HP into Mother Brain, I'm not surprised they refilled there. All right, let's go. Oh, a couple of tries to get past the Zibatize, but we're through. Now it's just a matter of not missing too many hits on Mother Brain. But yeah, no problem. 565 health. I'm pretty sure they will not have no problem whatsoever to kill Mother Brain, but still they have to hit 60 times to take it down.
So story time from Palmy as he puts along these shots in. First time, on accident, I was playing this game originally on console. Very first time. Actually attempting to speedrun it, shall I say. And I remember reading something early online when speedrunning on this game was still just kind of new. About, you know, I had a full nearly 100% completion was my first completion file. And I heard something about, not the VAR beam, but it was the skip where you could you know, essentially not get locked to the ground and you could go and fire at her. Well, I had never got to read that before, and long story short, when I could actually stand up from the cutscene, I freaked out, ran into Mother Brain head first, and just up and died on my first high, and I was like literally crying. Oh yeah, stand-up glitch, thank you for trouble. I was literally just crying. I was like, what happened? I was freaking out. I was literally scared. I was like, what the hell just happened? Copy pasta. Just like horror story-esque stuff just happened. And then I found out it was just stand-up glitch. I was 13.
Super Metroid speedrunning has been around for a long time.
It's hard to believe that this game is literally now over 20 years old.
Yeah, by a good bit actually. We are closer to its 30th birthday, I'd say. Wow.
That's right.
Damn, that's actually
it really puts it into perspective, huh?
Yeah.
No one really thinks about that because this game just looks like it's still yep, nearly 25. I actually am. It's just a year younger than I am, just by a hair. I'm turning 24 here September 2nd. This is Mommy's birthday, by the way. And this game got its American release title in. Right? My birthday actually got the same titlement time in September that Super Metroid got its American decision release. So, it's kind of memorable.
Yeah, maybe that's why it happened that way. What caused the other? We never know. As Traviktox is getting his rainbow beam, he's just going to destroy Mother Brain 3 there. Just getting some good jumps, so the beams travel the least distance possible, so the lag is as little as possible. And we're done. Mother Brain's dead. Just have to leave the planet now. What have we accomplished today? We destroyed an entire system. Great.
I thought I saw someone in chat earlier say expecting Traviktox to come out with a 58. Lo and behold, he's going to be coming out with likely a 59 something.
So
GG chat.
13 minutes the lost on the first attempt. That's about 46 minutes. Which is a very good time for no reset run, with a reset in the middle. Still sub-hour with death at Phantom. Fantastic. Not using the moonfall, you'll note. We saw that right at the start of the game in the pit. Jackson fell way faster than Traviktox in that roll, and that's using the Moonfall glitch, which is the newest trick into that made it into a speedrun, and no major glitch speedrun. And a lot of people are still not using it, just because dealing with the moonwalk for the entire run is actually quite a pain for just a few second gain here and there.
Oh, that would have been beautiful. A 59, 59, 59 from his timer. Finishing with an unofficial SRL time of 1 hour and 2 seconds. GG Traviktox.
Congrats to both runners. They did great. Yeah, and no animals, because this is a speed run and we try to go as fast as possible, so saving the animals doesn't make sense.
And according to the game theorists, it's the animals that might actually be the true evil of this story, so to heck with the animals, I say.
But yeah, good game. GG to Traviktox and Jackson. Put on a fantastic show today for us on Speed Gaming. And if you'd like to see more, there are like actually a lot of more Super Metroid runs and races coming your way. If you check the schedule, there are like a ton of races up until Sunday, because every runners have to be done with their group stage races by Sunday. So you'll see a lot more of those on Speed Gaming. Follow obviously the runners, and they will return and they will stream a lot of Super Metroid, I do assure you. And be sure to stick out on Speed Gaming, from Speed Gaming to Speed Gaming 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 for more Super Metroid speedrun and races.
And unless you got much more to say, I think I'm pretty good here. This has been Paul Me, signing off, and I will see you guys on the next mission.